Hi everybody, it's Tammy, and I'm going to be introducing you to another good book. And I just wanted to share that I was inspired to share with you some great reads. Yesterday, there was a post on Facebook where someone asked people to rattle off their favorite inspirational books or any kind of books that were worth reading. And I thought, I've got a lot of those. Two shelves below here as well, and another bookshelf. And so I've decided to hand select a pile here, and I'm just going to give a quick video for each one, and just to kind of give you some kind of inspiration to take in some good content while you're isolating. And so this book I'm going to share with you is called Whatever Arises, Love That by the great Matt Kahn. And I encourage you to check out Matt Kahn's videos. I am a huge fan, and I absolutely am on board with the way he expresses things. And this introduction, I hope, inspires you. Whatever arises, love that. I am honored to welcome you to a life-changing adventure we have been brought together to explore. Perhaps you too have felt that there is more to life than meets the eye. For most of my life, the universe has worked through me to bring to this planet, and now to you, an invitation into a brand new reality. When I first began my life's work, I referred to myself as a channel for my ability to allow a greater truth to speak through me. When a greater truth doesn't just come through in particular settings, but consciously resides in my body, something extraordinary enters this world for the well-being of every heart. As I offer you everything I've been guided to share, may a truth that is deeper than the ups and downs of life emerge throughout your daily encounters. Combining my role as a spiritual teacher with highly attuned, intuitive, and empathic abilities allows me to offer what is known as a transmission of presence. This allows you to feel transformation occurring on an energetic level simply by reading the words I've been inspired to write. When reading a book that is encoded with a transmission of healing energy, it's not a matter of scouring every chapter for a series of facts or conclusions. It is more like a guided tour through the unfolding of your highest potential that can activate dormant gifts and timeless remembrances as you explore each page. While the words I've provided play an important role in this journey, the real story being told is the ever-expanding experiences that come to life as the transmission is received. In allowing the wisdom of the universe to flow through me and fully inhabit this body, these words have chosen me to narrate a mystery that has been evolving in my life for the past 30 years. Perhaps the reason I am sharing this mystery is to draw you deeper into a reality that has been calling you inward since the dawn of creation. Maybe these words signify a greater calling for you to transform every aspect of your life so you may step forward as a light bearer of a new spiritual paradigm. Whether you know it or not, you have come to this planet during the most exciting time in human evolution. Just by being alive during these exhilarating, albeit intense, times of energetic expansion, You are assisting in uplifting the consciousness of Earth as a gift for everyone who inhabits it. Maybe on some level you already know you are here for an important reason. In search of the guidance, clarity, and direction you help to find the relief, peace, and joy that you always hoped to find. Those who resonate with this deeper spiritual calling are often referred to as energetically sensitive souls. While the soul refers to you as a unique expression of source energy that has taken the form of a person in the world, an energetically sensitive soul is one who remembers their celestial. Where'd I go? Their celestial roots, pardon me. For the ones who are energetically sensitive, life celebrates a radical process of spiritual growth known as awakenings. In the past, an awakened being has revered as a prophet or way shower for an evolving humanity, and yet we are no longer living on a planet where only a handful of awakened ones reside. We have chosen to incarnate during this time when an entire planet is undergoing the process of awakening to fulfill the prophecies of every awake being who came before us. While the expansion of consciousness is one individual is referred to as an awakening, the spiritual evolution of an entire civilization or planet is known as ascension. During this time of ascension, you are either called to exploring the greater mysteries of your own existence, or you are so sensitive to the energy of the planet and the emotions of everyone else that you may not know how to function in such a heightened state of awareness. Whether you are interested in knowing life beyond the horizon of conventional understanding, yearn to fulfill your role in the awakening of humanity, or wish to integrate your energetic sensitivities into a life of inspiration, happiness, and freedom, I have been brought here to support you in fulfilling each desire by guiding you into the ecstasy of your divine heart space. Since the highest wisdom in existence is heart-centered, the teachings that emanate through me are always rooted in a vibration of love. I can agree to that. For an energetically sensitive soul who may not realize how entrenched in a spiritual journey they already are, the most direct and powerful path is the road that leads you to open your heart wider than ever before. This is why I refer to the ever-expansive energy that is awakening up in so many beings as heart-centered consciousness, which is another way of describing the power of love in action. For the well-being of your journey, an endless depth of harmony, ease, and grace has been encoded throughout this book to heal every particle of your existence at the rate in which you allow love to enter your world. Exactly how you invite love to awaken within you is precisely why you are here reading these words. As the fulfillment of your long-awaited destiny is revealed, I also share the miraculous adventure that brought me here to be with you. Perhaps sharing what has happened in my life can offer greater comfort, clarity, and perspective for your journey ahead. Growing up as an energetically sensitive and highly intuitive child was very confusing. Not only was I unable to distinguish between my own feelings and experiences of others, but I never felt comfortable in my own skin until everyone else around me felt more at ease with their own bodies. From counseling my friends on the playground to acting as a regular peacekeeper in my family, I was unable to have experiences independent of the reactions and responses of those around me. It was as if my own happiness was put on hold in order for me to serve the resolve of others. To make things even more confusing, I was having vivid interactions with higher dimensional beings. and seeing energies that others around me couldn't see. From timeless encounters with Jesus, without any religious or historical reference to who he even was, to conversations with deceased relatives, I faced experiences I could neither understand nor deny. When energetically sensitive and intuitive abilities surfaced faster than the maturity of a person, these gifts can often be expressed as a sense of inferiority. For me, the biggest mystery was wondering, why can't others see what seems so obvious to me? I remember declaring to the universe, if I can sense dimensions of reality that others are unable to recognize, may these abilities be used to help others discover such gifts within themselves. The majority of my adolescence was divided between life as a teenager in a very liberal Jewish household and communicating with angels and ascended masters who regularly visited me in my bedroom. Each meeting was like a lucid telepathic communication where I would see, hear, and feel the conversations like a vivid daydream that was as real as any personal encounter. Although I met teachers and guides such as Jesus. Okay, the next one I can't read. Melchizedek? I've not heard of that, so I'll have to look up who that is. Melchizedek. Melchizedek. Archangel Michael, Kuan Yin, and Saint Germain. I never felt interested in learning their histories. Instead, I was mesmerized by the information they provided and soothed by the energy they embodied. Each guide carried their own unique frequency, like a distinct color of the rainbow, emanating such wise and loving energy. I instinctively knew they were here to help me. Throughout these meetings, my intuitive abilities became heightened and refined as I explored the infinite realms of the universe. Although my parents were always supportive and encouraging of my experiences, I kept my encounters mostly to myself because each time I shared them with other people, I felt as though I was living on the wrong planet. I get it. And I have so many friends that just, how many of you have felt like you've not lived, like, I don't get it. This planet is not, I don't belong on this planet. Oy vey. As a young adult, my connection with archangels and ascended masters intensified as I was guided to deliver intuitive messages spontaneously to people I'd never met. Whether I was passing along precise instructions from the angels to strangers at the supermarket or offering deeply healing messages from the other side to shoppers at a bookstore, I was somehow being guided to deliver the exact words that brought miraculous relief into other people's lives. I had absolutely no idea of how any of it was happening, and so perfectly. But because every experience always contained an undefined feeling of love, I followed the instinct to trust and allow grace to shine through. I myself have had a few encounters with giving messages to people, not even thinking of that at all. It just comes to you and you deliver it, and it's when it's received in a way that brings you to tears, and you just know there's just a level of, I've got goosebumps. It's just beautiful. This willingness on my part to trust inevitably led to an even greater life-changing encounter for me with the archangels and ascended masters who had guided me throughout my life. During that meeting, they revealed themselves as agents of the divine who represent various aspects of my future self. in seeing the archangels, ascended masters, and myself as equal expressions of one eternal truth. A spontaneous awakening occurred within me. From that point forward, a lifetime of realizations and initiations occurred in preparation for my timeless meeting with you. In celebration of a journey that has brought me so far in order to serve the blossoming of your potential, I openly share some of my most groundbreaking experiences and insights throughout the course of this book. As a bridge between the mystical realm and the path of awakening, I am guided to provide you with the most revolutionary approach to spiritual growth so that your infinite wellspring of wisdom can be expressed through the joy of an open heart. See, that's the beautiful thing with Matt. He's not teaching you anything. There's an awakening that's already, all the information is inside of you. He just puts a flame on it. He ignites it, illuminates things that are part of your already innate knowing. Your higher self knows, your soul knows. Throughout this book, you will hear me speak about your heart in a variety of ways. Whether talked about as your true innocent nature, your inner child, yes, or your deepest sense of vulnerability. I am pointing your attention to the animated intelligence residing at the core of your being. At first, this may sound like the voice of your childhood with many unresolved memories that require more patience, kindness, and care, and a gentle heart, right? Wow. Yet, as you stay the course, with the power of love guiding you every step of the way, the voice of your childhood merges with your adult mind to bring forth a resolution of spiritual autonomy that inspires the deepest realizations to dawn in your life. Whether my story matches your experiences or merely foreshadows a brand new reality awaiting your arrival, may the following pages act as a virtual roadmap that leads to your greatest spiritual redemption. Sometimes a journey of depth and magnitude can either flip your life upside down or miraculously turn everything right side up, perhaps even back and forth from one moment to the next. No matter how uniquely your path unfolds, it is the wisdom of the universe calling you out of the shadows of inferiority so you can shine at full capacity for the well-being of all. The greatest mystery is that you are powerful, more powerful than you ever thought or believed. Through every revelation and emotional release, I am blessed to support your journey no matter how progressively or slowly your heart desires to open. There are also many interactive experiences included in this book to help you anchor and integrate the energy you are receiving through the use of powerful healing mantras that have been created by the universe to ensure your success. New frontiers of inner discovery can be noticed just by repeating each line. Simply by reciting each mantra out loud, you are able to more clearly remember your eternal nature as well as fine-tune your own intuitive guidance through the confirmation of your body's wisdom. As love brings us together for an adventure, countless incarnations in the making, I intuitively draw on the insights from many past lifetimes to offer you the most integrated spiritual path. With every step forward, you will become rooted in the profound wisdom of 4 auspicious words. Whatever arises, love that. By loving what arises, you unearth the deepest understanding of the universe in the most heart-centered ways. As your heart opens, you are able to see how every circumstance and detail of life has been created only to help you grow on a spiritual level. Whether you know it or not, all orchestrations, encounters, and outcomes are created by the universe as a way to help you expand to full capacity and realize the truth of your divine nature. With love as your guide, you are able to explore a deeper spiritual reality within you that has been decorated as a person living in a world of others. As you may have already sensed throughout your life, there are always reasons for your experiences greater than those that appear on the surface, even if you're unaware of what those reasons may be. But best of all, when love can be invited to work through you and respond on your behalf, you don't even need to know why things occur. All that is required is a willingness to open your heart. With every step forward into a new spiritual paradigm, you are able to celebrate the arrival of heart-centered consciousness while holding a sacred space for the ascension of Earth and the awakening of humanity. Whether you are ready to embrace your experience at a more intimate level or would rather celebrate your life under more favorable circumstances, the importance of cultivating unconditional love is an essential stage in the completion of your journey. Whether manifesting a soulmate, healing the body, seeking liberation from suffering, or integrating past realizations into a fully embodied state of being, each spiritual milestone swiftly finds its way to you once love has been invited into your life. This is the dawning of your highest potential. It is the emergence of your soul into the beauty of human form. It is the long-awaited fulfillment of your divine destiny, and for the spiritual growth of all who inhabit our magnificent planet, it is a love revolution that begins with you. And I'm going to leave you with this. Many blessings for our journey ahead. This is only the beginning. Namaste.